to life. Hey, we are here with Gina, who plays Bethany.
Hi.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from a small town in Arkansas. I'm definitely an aspiring actress. I'm really excited about this role and all the opportunities that it can give me. Anything nature, outdoors, I'm a very, very nature person.
So how has that helped shape who Bethany is in the film?
Well, in my personal experience is being a victim of domestic violence in the past. In this film, there's some points where I'm a contributor. I kind of fight back, and that was a little bit of a challenge for me. Um, so when I go out and I exercise outside, it releases a lot of that tension and buildup. But the challenge for being the contributor was something that I really had to work through. And but once I got into this mentality frame that I'm going to fight back, just in my brain, it came out. It came out naturally, and it was real cool for that. So the nature didn't really build it up. The nature's for me to get rid of in real life. But as far as Bethany goes, it was a challenge to be the one that fought back eventually. But once it clicked, it clicked.
So how's working with Sustainment TV been for you?
Oh my goodness, it's been amazing. So being not being familiar, being new to the industry, working with Sustainment TV, whenever I had any struggles with, like I was mentioning, the fighting back, there were some intimacy issues. Everyone was there to make sure to let me know it was okay, that what I was doing was great, to continue. The support is just amazing. They kept me in my mind frame so I wouldn't lose the mind frame of what I needed to portray, and it flew by. Without their support, I don't think I could have done the best Bethany. So I'm really, really, really grateful and thankful to be working with Sustainment TV and everyone that involved with it.
Awesome. So this film deals with domestic violence. So how do you think audiences will connect with that?
So, audience that are victims of domestic violence this film will most likely, in my opinion, re-trigger those emotions and those situations and those feelings, and make, and seeing someone rise from that, I hope that it gives them, audience members, hope and faith, and like they can see that someone can beat the struggle and that they're not the only ones out there. Now, people who haven't dealt with domestic violence, I'm hoping that this film brings them awareness and knowledge that this is a serious issue that people deal with every day. Anyone deals with it at any time. Like, you don't know this, right? And I just want them to know that this is a serious issue out there and it shouldn't be taken lightly.
That's a good point. Because domestic violence is a painful but it's a vital issue, what drew you to participate in this kind of film with that heavy of a weight?
Domestic violence awareness is very important to me. So bringing knowledge and mainly awareness, knowledge to the people who don't know about it is passionate to me. That's what I want. I want people to know about this because some people have no clue, and it's a rising major issue, and it's so prevalent in our society today that this is passionate. I want to do this. I want to portray this so people can definitely take this as a serious issue that they should consider.
So you mentioned that you yourself are a survivor. Did you draw any inspiration from those events that you went through to bringing it through and out of Bethany?
Absolutely, absolutely. That was one of the main ways I was able to do that. Bringing in my own experiences, I actually had to go back, relive some of these things to bring back the emotions, the feelings, the situations, and that was a way for me to portray everything that was needed to be portrayed, and it was smooth. It went very smooth.
That's very good.
Mm-hmm. Just bringing it back up, reliving it, that helps. That is tremendous.
So the triggers didn't exactly trigger you to a negative headspace. It brought you to an elevated mentality.
Absolutely, yes.
That's really good. Would you say that's due to the role, or was it in part of the cast and the crew that you were working with? Is that just your personal goal that you attained, that you weren't going to let the past of your experiences bring you down?
No, what I like, I brought those experiences into it. Like that, I remembered those experiences, and then that's where I mentally was at. My mindset was in those moments, and so it made it so much easier. So much
That's
easier.
good. Were there moments during filming that felt particularly difficult to process emotionally? Because I know as a survivor and with me as well being on set, I let you know that it was emotional during a couple of scenes that you did. Did you have any difficulty processing that you went through this, but you're not actually being the victim this time?
Right. Yeah. So at first, it was difficult, of course, being a new actress. So I had to get this where I was trying to not be domesticated violently or domestically violent. There were times where I was trying not to get beat up, and I needed to release that. Like I needed to know, don't be a struggle at this point in this scene, right? So once that was out of my mind and I just relaxed and let loose, I was able to let my drama and my that madness and frustration and anger come through for sure.
That's very good.
Hmm.
The role you play of Bethany, what did you discover about yourself during this process?
Again, it brings back to I had to discover that I had to relive these things, and that's can be challenging for some. For some, it can reliving it can cause trauma, right? I needed to bring that trauma to this to the scene. I needed to bring it to the light, to the story, to Bethany. I needed to bring that to her. So um, I discovered that the more you dig deep down into your own personal experiences, the more you can portray into a relative, relatable role, as such as Bethany.
Oh, very nice. How did Sustainment TV support your development and vision for Bethany?
They've been here every step of the way for me for this. It's been great. They've helped me with my confidence level. They've helped me with my mindset. Again, it's very important. This is all very mindset is very important for this type of deep emotional film production. And I wouldn't have traded it for the world. That anytime I had any struggles, right there. Anytime I needed a break, right there. There were the support for when I was doubting. They're like, you got this. There is no doubt. Why are you doubting? Right? Like, I wouldn't have had it any other way. Thank you so much for Sustainment TV.
Oh, awesome. What's one thing you hope audiences will take away from watching this film?
So I want them to know that domestic violence is serious. It is real. It is happening every day right under your nose to anyone at any time. If you see something, say something. And always, always, always do not be afraid to fight back. And there is always, always a way to get help and get out.
Very powerful.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This has been Gina, who plays Bethany, and we can't wait to see Bethany come alive on the big screen.
Thank you.